So I'm currently on the Big Island in Hawaii, Hilo, staying at the Waikoloa Beach Marriott Resort and Spa. If we zoom out, you will see there's Hawaii. And if we zoom in, back to the hotel, you can see the orientation of the hotel. Now what I have done is position both of these iPads so that their long side is facing directly east and west. And what that does is also align the hotel in the map with the actual hotel itself. Here we have the latitude and longitude, and that puts me south of the Tropic of Cancer. Now we're going to just move up, and I'm going to show you along this part of the roof of the hotel. There's the sunset, and you will see that the sun is actually setting south of the orientation of the building. So let's now take a look at how the Flat Earth Sun and Moon app is indicating the position of the sun. So let's confirm the date with Google. There is the location. Okay Google, what is the current date?
It is Friday, the 7th of December 2018.
So we're just a few minutes until the sunset. Now let's take a look at the Flat Earth Sun and Moon clock. It is showing the position of the sun. Now what we need to do, remember, is look at the direction relative to our position in Hawaii. Now we know that we are south of the Tropic of Cancer. So we're down here, and if we put this card between the sun and our current position, you can see that the angle is again showing that the sun should be north of due west. There's the Tropic of Cancer. We are at 19 degrees north latitude, so we're slightly further south down here. And if we look at the direction from our current position to the sun, you can see that it should be in this direction. But once again, the sun is setting south of due west. So even in the northern hemisphere, this sun and moon clock is incorrect. It once again debunks the flat earth model. So I'm not the type of person who would rub salt into a wound. However, let's take a look at another clock app. This one is based on the globe, and it's called Cosmic Watch. And I'll talk about that a little more in future videos. But looking again at our current location in Hawaii, have a look at the orientation of the day-night terminator shadow. So the position of the sun should be at 90 degrees to that day-night terminator. Let's take a look. It's absolutely perfect. So the clock app based on the globe is correctly indicating the angle of the real sun. The flat earth sun and moon clock is not showing the correct position of the sun at all, because remember, according to this one, the sun should be more north of due west. In reality, it is south of due west, and the globe-based sun and moon clock indicates the position of the sun correctly. In fact, you can orientate this to see where the sun is. And there it is, because we're in December. It is approaching the solstice, and therefore the sun is reaching its almost maximum negative declination. So the three-dimensional app based on the globe is showing the correct angle and position of the sun. The two-dimensional flat earth map is quite incorrect and debunks its own model. So just to look at this location again in Google Earth, there is Hawaii, zooming in on the hotel. And what I have done is use the ruler tool to determine the orientation of the building. There you can see that portion of the building that I showed in my video. When you align the ruler tool with that angle, it shows a direction of 259, almost 260 degrees. So already 10 degrees south of due west. Now, if we go to time and date for high-low on the 7th of December, you can see the sunset was in a direction of 246 degrees. So about another 14 degrees further south than the orientation of the building itself. And that is what you saw in my video, an angle that is inconsistent with what the flat earth sun and moon clock was demonstrating. So this Cosmic Watch app is available on Google Play for Android devices and on the App Store for iOS devices. It costs a few dollars, but unlike the flat earth sun and moon clock, this one actually matches reality because it is based on the globe, which is reality. So clearly the developer of the Flat Earth Sun and Moon Clock app was not happy when I exposed a major flaw in his product. The major flaw being that it does not match reality. His reaction was quite interesting though. Instead of defending his app, which he obviously cannot do, he mirrored a video that attempted to discredit one of my own videos. And the video in question was this one, which is an observation from Perth, Australia, looking towards Rottnest Island and Bathurst Lighthouse. There you can see the lighthouse, and you can see how much ground is underneath the lighthouse. Now, from a low viewing elevation and a particular distance, due to the curvature of the Earth, this ground is completely hidden, and you see that further on in my own observation. I'll link to this video because I go through a very detailed analysis of the distances and the elevation and the Earth curve calculator that clearly shows the observation matches the prediction. So there is my video, and the video that attempted to discredit mine is this one. Flat Earth, Bathurst Lighthouse, Roohif proves curvature, debunked. And you can see a very different view of Bathurst Lighthouse. He's comparing his own observation to mine. On first glance, you might think, yes, they are quite different. However, when you dig a little deeper, you will see just how many mistakes he made. To cut a long story short, he had the wrong location. He filmed from a different location. He used the wrong distance for his own location. He then used the wrong value in the curve calculator for his own predictions. He stated the wrong elevation. He was in fact much higher than the elevation I used, and he did not understand what focal height means. Focal height is the height of the lamp of a lighthouse. He incorrectly assumed it was the top of the lighthouse. And the best part is that when you correct all these points, the prediction matches my own observation correctly. So instead of actually discrediting my own video, when the errors were corrected, he even admits that the prediction matches my own observation. And furthermore, his observation also provides evidence of the curvature of the Earth, because this is how much land we should see under the lighthouse. But from his own location, which was closer and from a higher elevation, still shows that a large portion of the land under the lighthouse is hidden. So that was just a brief overview of the errors the Flat Earther made in his video. But if you'd like to see that in detail, I can recommend two channels. This one by Bob Townsend, a video called Flat Earth Can't Science, episode 1.5. He does a very detailed analysis of the Flat Earther's video, highlighting many of the errors. And another excellent video put together by Roohif, again analyzes the Flat Earther's video, demonstrates the mistakes that he made, and when correctly analyzed, he confirms that the observation matches the globe. And that video is titled Flat Earth, Nobody Puts Wolfie in the Corner. So thanks guys, I appreciate the videos you made on those. That saves me having to do it. And another point I found amusing is that the developer of the Flat Earth Sun and Moon Clock app immediately mirrored this video, hoping it was going to discredit me. However, he clearly did no research whatsoever. He missed all the mistakes in the video, and furthermore, there were a number of prominent Flat Earthers who came on board and praised this video who also missed the many errors. Flat Earthers are always telling us that they are awake. Well, clearly, when this video was posted, they were all fast asleep because they missed the many obvious errors and the fact that the video actually confirms the globe.